that I'm just, putting their things as they are, and they're like religious idiots will go like, no, me no understand, on purpose. So people can even see, even if they are on the side of that person, that, wow, that doesn't make sense. So kind of giving them other perspective that, okay, maybe our views are wrong, thanks, but maybe they're not. But that's the thing, the openness to like, what if? So 5 million people could see our reasoning there. And just because two people of 5 million goes like, I'm stupid,
Yeah.
I don't get this. But still, 5 million people could see these women or whatever protecting their side, but doesn't make much sense. So actually, we
Yeah.
are we are presenting this argument for millions,
Yeah, but that's the
and
thing.
not
That's where
the
you see that's the power of it. So fuck knows how long.
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna last long. There's too much power for individuals.
Power. Why?
You can convince so many people.
People do the convincing themselves. Don't worry about it.
No, they don't. People who believe in whatever they believe, they are convinced. And we are trying to convince them otherwise. It's convincing. That's an argument, convincing the other person about yours. About your side.
All right.
So they're gonna be like, yeah, you're talking about. Now if I deleted yesterday a comment from. Oh, we have a heavy box. I
Yes.
deleted a comment
Oh
from
shit!
fat stuff. Some fat chick wrote me about her stuff that she's not eating and she's getting. I don't know. And I replied, and then she replied, and I replied, and I wrote something that I was actually curious what she's coming up with for. And then I thought, what if someone reports me for this stuff? Because I mentioned fat, and I wasn't rude at all, even the last one, but it was something that she may have been like, what's that?
What's that?
Wow.
How many
Wow.
how many bullets do you have?
45.
How many
Try
bullets do you have?
it. Try it.
Wow. Die shockwave.
Oh, it's red from the
Wow.
front.
There you go. You wanna pick it up? Take
Yeah,
it.
totally. Anyway, so I deleted the last comment, even though I was very curious what she's gonna come back with for it. But then I was like, what if she reports me? And I already have 2 warnings on Facebook, I was banned twice. So I googled what if I get banned 3 times? That may be the magic number. And I read a few things that once you get completely banned from Facebook, there's no way back.
Oh.
Like I read some that some chick was trying to get back for half year, writing every day to Facebook, and they don't even reply. And after half year, they just replied that, hey ma'am, look out. It's just, this is our policy, you're not eligible for it, and that's it. So at some point they just start to select people who are eligible to free publishing. Like just because they could have reported me for using the word fat, because that counts as bullying.
Oh, I got the federal guy coming in. Why don't you, if you're worried about these things, why don't you use an alternate account for these things?
I don't know how to do that.
Just make a new account.
Yeah, but then is he gonna not gonna connect to mine? I
Yeah,
think it
that's
is.
the point. The what?
Yeah, I don't know. Once I think when I did one of my sites, I created it as a brand new one, and then it got joined into the existing one.
Just
Not
make sure
sure.
that you create a separate one.
That's why I tried, and it didn't go through. I didn't give it another try, but
I mean, just
well,
use kind of
yeah.
different things.
Yeah, but I
A
don't
different.
even want to do that. I'm sharing my opinion as I am.
I know, but this is not the safest opinion to share, I guess.
The one?
It's not the safest opinion to share. Because if your opinions go against their policy, then same result.
Yeah, but anyway, my point being is that if I say fat, then I'm against their policy and they can ban me. You know what's next? If you say anything about COVID, then you can get banned. If you say anything
You
that
see,
they're controlling it.
isn't this interesting that this is all these things are happening by these private companies? So this is strange, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know
It
it's
would
a
be
big
government
company.
stuff, yes. And
Yeah, but it's a big company. What's the government stuff? Like now people are having more money than governments and they are doing more. Like Elon Musk is doing more stuff than the fucking NASA. You know, what's government and what's private? Government is just an organization that's meant to be for us. It's still just like a private organization, but it just doesn't count. So I understand that Facebook is a private company, but they have so much responsibility that you
to
know they
whom?
grew bigger than to the people.
Huh?
So they grew bigger than the private company. What we meant by it. I don't know. Anyway, so if they start to censor like what you can say, you cannot say fat, you cannot, you know, maybe next week they say if you say anything about the sorry, the COVID, or anything, you know, quote, misinformation, unquote, then you cannot
Or
say anything
simple,
about the COVID.
you just cannot say anything that offends people. You don't need to, create any rules around anything. Just
Yeah, but now
just be
everything
like
offends
something that
people, man.
applies. There
Everything
you
offends
go.
people.
Same thing with freedom of speech. And I heard people arguing, actually against it. And you can maybe that what if people are
You
gonna
sure?
use the free? All right. What if you use the free speech? Oh wait, money. What if you do the
Oh,
free speech against people and like, yeah, that's in the deck. That's how it goes. Uh, that endless possibilities of anything like speech gives you endless possibilities. So that includes all good and all bad. It
yeah.
doesn't. We can't censor ourselves because, oh, what if the same thing that I would take? Let's take away all knives. What London is trying to do, and like, how we gonna cut our food and like, use a spoon. Like, I mean, cook. How we gonna cook? You still use a spoon, a sharp one. Um, just
Then
because you
then
killed
there's
it
gonna be
with a
too many
knife,
sharp.
you can.
There's gonna be too many sharp spoons, so they're gonna start to take away the spoons.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Step by step by step. That first get rid of the things that actually are against people. Good. But as you go down the road, you're gonna just take away. You can't say this, can't say that, and you can simplify it. You just can't say things that goes against people's ideas or what offends people. And that's such an open thing that
Yeah.
can be applied to anything, step by step. And the first step, this thing, the first steps always make sense, and they're all done for the good, but they are just the first step towards ultimate tyranny. Like authority, it's good that we have police force and all this stuff, that we have labor, everyone is categorized, so you can't just disappear, someone kills you, like there's a whole fucking force and no one is resting until they figure out what happened to you. That kind of stuff. So it's why actually that can happen. Not necessarily in every case, but still it's there that that we are turning into police states.
Look at that! It collects people. It collects people and gives you ammo for it.
What?
Right?
Brilliant! I mean, like, how is that a thing? So you can just suck up everyone.
No idea. Yeah, it looks like. Right. I think I need to shoot when I'm full.
Shoot. Wow.
Where does it... Ooh, this shoots good.
So I'm gonna just wait for you to shoot everyone.
Oh.
I'll see the shit.
No, no ammo. Give me to go. How can I change it?
No, leave it. I do the stoner thing.
Okay. Even exploding dogs.
Yeah,
No.
The monkey. The zombie monkey, normal monkey.
So,
Oh, yeah.
that's it? Yeah.
So as I'm gonna turn back to the control thing that we can't give more and more of our freedom away just for more and more safety, more control by this secondary party. It's the only real solution is education. And let people take control themselves. But to that level, that I'm not really talking about the egos of the people who actually enough control us, but whatever is underneath that. So
The what?
So this education, what gives people control, is education that people don't get. So it's not like telling people, like teaching them history or whatever, basic stuff, or mathematics. It's about a knowledge that makes you see how things actually kind of are, and that gives you a different perspective.
But how is it gonna make a difference? People are always gonna care about what's important for them, not what's important for the masses. Oh.
And there it comes what you mean by people. Because the people is actually quite not a unified thing, it's not a singular thing.
No
And,
shit.
why?
Yeah, I mean, like you just said, people are not singular thing.
Yeah. And even one person is not like though there's a person. And like so many hidden levels, so many hidden layers of us. Ooh.
Ooh,
Shit. No worries. There you go.
Double time. There we go.
And there comes personal freedom. Actually, it's a very fitting phrase if in this conversation for sure. Personal freedom.
Personal freedom.
That's another word for ego then. Freeing yourself from the control of your ego. From the totalitarian control or partial control of your ego.
Thanks for the escort.